Peace everyone, welcome back to Giganomics. And a lot of people spend so much time trying to find courier contracts and local delivery routes that they overlook something extremely important. What happens when that opportunity finally comes? Is your pricing ready? Is your paperwork organized? Do you have a system for following up with prospects? Can you send a professional invoice? Or your business records organized in such a way that it allows you to operate more efficiently? Because finding clients is only one part of building a business. The back end is what allows you to keep those clients, protect your money, stay organized, and continue to grow. That's why beginning Sunday, August 9th, I'm introducing a brand new member-only series called Administration Sundays. Every Sunday, we'll be working on the business behind the business. This won't be another video where I just tell you what you need to get organized. I'm gonna take you behind the scenes, show you the tools, the systems, the documents, my strategies, and weekly decisions that help me operate a real service business. We're gonna open up the laptop, pull out the paperwork, look at the numbers, and go through these things together. The purpose of Administration Sundays is simple. One system, one strategy, one move before Monday morning. Let's jump into it. Every Sunday, I want you to leave with something you can improve, create, organize, or complete before the new business week begins. A lot of people have the motivation to start a courier business or a senior errand service, but what they don't always have is the structure to operate it. You can have a logo, a website, some business cards, and an LLC, but that doesn't necessarily mean your business is ready. When a pharmacy asks you for your rate sheet, what are you sending? When the senior living community want to know what services you provide, do you have a professional service menu? When a potential client says, send me some information, do you already have that information prepared? If someone books your service, do you have a system for collecting the information, confirming the request, taking payment, and sending the appropriate agreements? Those are the things we're going to work on during Administration Sundays. Some Sundays, we're going to focus on business organization. I'm going to show you how to organize your client folders, contracts, insurance documents, certifications, pricing sheets, invoicing, receipts, and your business records. We'll talk about what information you should keep for each client and how to organize everything so you aren't searching through old emails when someone needs a document. Other Sundays, we'll work on pricing. We'll look at different ways to structure your courier and senior errand service rates, including base rates, minimum charges, mileage, additional stops, waiting time, after hour service, weekend service, wait fees, rush delivery, and recurring route pricing. I'm not going to just give you a random number and tell you to charge it. We're going to discuss how the pricing structure works, what expenses you need to consider, how to decide whether a delivery or a contract is even worth accepting. We're also going to work on outreach and follow-up. That means building a prospect list, tracking who you contacted, recording who you spoke with, planning your next follow-up, and making sure a potential client don't get forgotten simply because they didn't say yes during the first conversation. You may contact a pharmacy today, but not receive an opportunity for another 3 months. If you don't have a system for remembering that conversation and following back up, you may lose a client that could have eventually turned into consistent work. We'll build systems for that. We also will cover booking systems and client intake process. I'm gonna show you how to think through the entire customer process from the moment someone finds your business to the moment the service is completed. What questions should you ask? When should payment be collected? What should the customer receive after the booking? How you should confirm the service? What information should be included in your terms and your condition? And how to make the process feel professional without making it unnecessarily complicated. We'll work through those decisions together. We also going to talk about weekly business planning. Every week shouldn't begin with you waking up Monday morning and trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing. By Sunday, you should already know what prospects you're contacting, what clients need a follow-up, what documents need to be completed, what content or marketing material needs to be created, and what business objective you're trying to accomplish. Administration Sunday is going to help us prepare for Monday before Monday even get here. At the beginning of these sessions, I'm also going to share a weekly business check-in. I may talk about something that happened inside of my business, a system I had to improve, a problem I had to solve, a tool I tested, or a decision I had to make. Not every business lesson comes from something going perfectly. Sometimes the best lesson comes from realizing the process is taking too long, a price needs to be adjusted, a service needs some clearer instruction, or a system isn't working the way you expected it. I want members to see more than just the finished results. I want you to understand the thinking and the decision maker that happens behind it. Of course, I'm not going to share private customer information or anything that should remain confidential, but I can still show you the process, the problem, the decision, and the lesson that came from it. Every episode will also include what I'm calling a strategy table. This is where we'll take one important business decision and we'll work through it together. For an example, should you charge one flat delivery rate or should you use a base rate plus mileage? Should you continue following up with a pharmacy that hasn't responded back? Should you offer several different services when you first getting started or should you just focus on 2 or 3? Do you accept a lower paying route just for the experience? When is it time to add drivers? And how do you know when a route looks good on paper but isn't really profitable? These questions doesn't always have one answer that fits everybody. Your vehicle, your market, your schedule, operating expenses, your service area, and the type of client can change that decision. The strategy table will help you think through those situations like a real business owner instead of making decisions based on emotions or excitement. I also want the members to be involved in building this series. During certain episodes, I'm gonna select a member question, a business challenge, a service menu, a pricing situation, or a progress upgrade and discuss it during our member business spotlight. Maybe you're trying to decide whether you should approach pharmacies or senior living communities first. Maybe you don't know whether your pricing structure makes sense. Maybe you completed one of the Sunday assignments and you want to share what happens. That allows us to learn from each other and make this more than a series of videos. We're building a member-only working community where people are actually making progress. Members will also receive an Administration Sunday setup worksheet to use with the series. This won't be a worksheet that you download and forget about. It'll help you identify the system you're working on, the tools or documents you need, the tasks you must complete, the numbers you should be tracking, the questions you need to ask, and the action you committing to before Monday morning. Depending on the episode, I may also provide additional resources such as a checklist, a prospect checker, a follow-up template, a pricing worksheet, a call or email strip, a weekly planning sheet, a sample folder structure, a client intake checklist, and a business review sheet. We'll build this resource library over time. If you consistently participate in Administration Sundays, you won't just be collecting information. Week by week, you'll begin building the actual backend of your medical carrier business, local delivery service, pharmacy delivery, senior errand service, or hospital discharge support. Every session will end with a Sunday assignment. It'll be one specific action for you to complete before Monday or before the next business week begin. I don't want to overwhelm you with 20 different things and have none of them get completed. We'll focus on the one move that can help you make progress right now. It could be creating a list of 20 potential clients, organizing your insurance and certification documents. It could be calculating your true minimum delivery rate, creating a professional follow-up schedule. It could be going through your booking form as if you was a customer and identifying where people may get confused. Once you complete the assignment, come back to the member-only video and leave completed in the comments. Tell us what you finished, what you learned, and where you got stuck. That accountability is an important part of the series. I don't want you to watch Administration Sundays the same way you watch regular videos. I want you to work along with me. During our first month, we're gonna start by getting your foundation organized. We're gonna begin with a back-end business audit so you can see exactly what you have, what you're missing, and what you need to be improving on. From there, we're gonna start working on areas such as client prospect tracker, weekly business planning, pricing systems, document organization, and a follow-up process. I wanna build this in a logical order so each Sunday connects to what we completed the week before. Over time, we're moving to more advanced areas, including recurring client management, route profitability, hiring drivers, service expansion, business automation, client retention, and monthly business reviews. So whether you still getting your LLC and paperwork together, actively looking for your first direct client, or already completing deliveries and you're just trying to grow, there will be something in this session that can help you strengthen your business. The first Administration Sunday will be released for members on Sunday, August 9th. If you're already a member, you don't have to do anything except get ready. Bring a notebook, have your laptop available, and be prepared to work. I also want you to leave a comment below and tell me the number one back-end part of your business you need help organizing. Is it pricing, paperwork, finding and tracking clients, the follow-up process, booking and payment system, your weekly planning, or your insurance and certification? Your answer will help me choose future Administration Sunday lessons and member spotlights. If you're not currently a channel member, but you want access to this series, the worksheet, the resources, the behind-the-scenes conversations, and the weekly business assignments, click the join button below and become part of the member-only community. My public videos will continue showing you the opportunities, the services you can offer, and different ways to find direct clients. But Administration Sundays, that's where we're gonna sit down and build the structure necessary to operate those opportunities like a real business. And remember, one system, one strategy, one move before Monday morning. The first session drops Sunday, August 9th. I'll see the members there. And until next time, y'all stay safe, stay blessed, get to your hustle. Peace.